Hello everybody and welcome back. I have a really fun and interesting deck for you today that I think you will really enjoy, and I really enjoy it. I would recommend building this and having a go. It isn't going to be found on Digimon Meta or any of that because, again, we've kind of started figuring out the meta, you know, with your yellow hybrids, your Imperial Digimon. Armor Assault is kind of in there, here and there. And Mastamon has been sneaking a few wins, which is nice. This deck can actually steal wins and it swarms so fast. And no, it's not Eosmon this time, but I'm sure from the deck or from the thumbnail you've seen already that this is a Mamemon deck profile. So all the balls. Let's have a look at it and we'll talk a little bit more about it while we're getting into the deck profile. Make sure to go to topdecktcg.com and use code BULB810 for 10% off your next purchase. Okay everybody, so we have, before we get into the deck profile itself, I just wanted to show you this amazing mat. Look how cool it is. It was actually one of my thumbnails that Lumchop did. He put out a challenge. If his Twitter got to a certain number, he would make this into a free play mat. If you want the artwork for this, it is down in the description. You do have to print your own play mats. I'm not going to be printing play mats for you. But you have the artwork, go print it in your local print area. I go to Custom Playmat or Your Playmat, or I think there's a few others around there for America or whatever. So I think it is really, really nice of Lumchop to put out this free playmat. So go get yours printed ASAP. Now, starting off with the eggs, we are going to go for our 4 Pagumon. Most of your deck is black. So when your dudes get deleted, you can just reveal the top card. It's more than likely going to be black, and then you get to add it to hand. If it's an option or a white card, then not much I can do there. Rookies. We are playing for Chikurimon. It's a decent rookie and also goes off in security and Digivolves a dude. That is kind of funny, especially for a level 3 Digimon. I have 2 Chumon because memory gaining is still a thing through Hammer Spark and all of that jazz. So Hammer Spark and Blinding Ray. That's the other one. And 2 Toyagumon. Gives your dudes reboot. When I was first kind of trying this, I had a lot more rookies, but it turns out you don't actually need that many rookies for this deck because you can hard slam your level 4s, and let's have a look why. First level 4 we're looking at is Mamemon. 3 to hard play, so he's essentially another rookie that your level 5s can go on top of. Now we have a lot of level 5s in this deck, so that's why your cheap level 4s are very important. I'm playing 1 Mechanorimon and 1 Grumblemon as 2 kind of tech level 4s. Just, you know, Mechanorimon is good as a blocker and Grumblemon is kind of a go for game situation dude. But part of our ball collection, the first balls we're looking at, well, apart from Chikuri, I guess Chikuri counts as a ball, but the first like Mame balls is Thundermon. Now he's 4 to chuck down on the board, which is very cheap for a level 4, and the name of this card or Digimon is also treated as Mamemon. That is important. Keep that in mind. We're moving on to our level 5s because we do have quite a lot of level 5s to get through. We are starting with Catch Mamemon, your second lot of balls. So this level 5 Digimon, this Mamemon, first off, cheap to hard play if you really need to. If you kind of see a hand of level 5s, he's the cheapest option. If you're on 3, you're only giving your opponent 3. It's not the end of the world. But if you manage to Digivolve him, when Digivolving, you can return 4 Digimon from your hand and grave to the top of your deck in any order. If you manage to do like this with 3 or more, then you get to de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, which is great, especially with like Armor Rush, and when your opponent has like a level 6 on board, then you get to de-Digivolve that, which is quite funny. The next big ball we have is Big Mamemon. He is just a vanilla, but he is 10k DP and only 7 drop, which isn't, again, the worst. If you're on 3, you can give your opponent 4. Do you want to do that? No. Can you do that? Yeah. But we probably don't need to do that. So we have 3 of the Mamemon, which literally showed up in every single box of BT6 ever. I think it was just one of those. He's literally a 2-cent card now. That's crazy. In another note on this is that it's a very cheap deck. He is a decoy, and then he has a deletion effect. So when he will be deleted, you can delete one of your opponent's level 7 or less Digimon, which is kind of cool. So we like the decoy. And then the last of our level 5s are Metal Mamemon from BT3. So he has reboot, and then also when you Digivolve into him, you can return a level 7 virus card from your trash. Now, there are a few level 7 virus cards, and we'll get into them in just a moment. The reason we were playing so many level 5s, like you have You've 15 level 5s. That's a lot of level 5s. You're going to end up with a hand of level 5s at some stage. Trust me, it's happened. But again, your 6 drops, not bad. But the reason we do play so many level 5s is mainly level 5s are the Mamemons. And 2, we are playing our Bancho Mamemon, their big boy himself. The whole deck is based around getting him out as fast as possible. So when digivolving, you can reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and for each of your opponent's Digimon, you can play a Mamemon from the 3 cards at the top of your deck with a cost of 10 or less. So you can't play himself, but you can literally play any of these bad boys. That's a lot of balls on play. So like once you digivolve into him, you could possibly have 3 extra bodies on board, and because you're playing so many dudes with Mamemon, you're likely to get at least 1. So then alternates, when you have another Mamemon on board as well as this guy, he gets security attack +1. So the more level 5s you have, and the more this guy you can go into, you could have security attack +1 on 2 different ones of these, and then just have a swarmed board. So the deck obviously is very synergistic with itself. A lot of balls. So I am playing some level 7s, just these ones, and I've decided to go with the Omnimon's Worth Defeat because of course it comes out in security, which is extra swarming and very funny. You can digivolve it on top of your Bancho if you do need to kill a tamer. You have this Mamemon, your Metal Mamemon, that when you digivolve into him, so if for some reason your Omnimon's Worth Defeat is in your trash from trashing from your deck, you can return him back to your hand. So it's kind of cool. There are other level 7 viruses you can go with. You could go with Millenniumon, or you could go Omnimon Ultra S, I think, as well. So there are some other choices you can go with. I like Worth Defeat because it comes out in security, and I like things that blow up in security. Apart from our Bancho Mamemon being the MVP of the deck, we have a second MVP of the deck, and that is one of our option cards, the Senbon Dokkan. I think that's how you pronounce it. We're gonna go with it. If you hit this in security, you activate the main effect. The main effect is reveal 3 cards from your deck. You may play any number of Mamemon from those 3 whose play costs add up to 15. And then you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 6 or less for each Digimon you have played. And then you just trash the remaining cards, so you have more dudes in grave if needed. When this comes out in security and you reveal 3 dudes, you could get an extra 2 bodies on board very easily. And you get to delete up to 2 of your opponent's level or play cost of 6 or less Digimon as well. It's a very cool card. It's the best when it comes out in security. Absolutely amazing. Love it. I am playing some tech cards as well. One Breath of the Gods. It gives your Digimon reboot, and it means your Digimon also can't be returned to the hand or deck, and it also can't have its DP reduced for the end of the turn. But also when it comes up in security, it's kind of nice because it also says your opponent's Digimon can't attack players for the turn, which means essentially they can't finish off your security. This kind of stops them no matter how many dudes they have on board, and hopefully by that time you will have swarmed the board with all your balls. I'm playing 1 Ultimate Flare, digivolve 3 and then kill anything with a play cost of 3 or less. Iron Fisted Onslaught for the big dudes. So you got the big dudes, the small dudes, stop your security check, and more small dudes, but also swarming. So it's a good lineup of black cards. I would say play this at 4, but you can play these ones however you wish. I just like kind of having tech cards in there. And then I'm also playing 1 black memory boost for consistency and that little bit of memory. And then for tamers, I have the 2 Izzy Izumi and the 1 Izzy and Joe. On play, you have the potential to gain a memory, making him only a 3 cost. And then if your opponent has 2 or more Digimon, you get to gain 2 memory, which is kind of cool because a good chunk of the decks out there do tend to have more than 1 Digimon on board. And also when one of your black Digimon is deleted, you can suspend this dude to draw a card. This is my ball deck, my Mamemon deck. It has potential. It is a fast acting deck. As soon as you build up into your first Mamemon stack, which actually doesn't take as long as a deck like Jessmon, for example. And then the aim of the game is swarm, stop your opponent, kill their dudes on board, and swarm some more. See you all next time.